Yes, I know we have to do it. We have to do the NFL preview. That is what we do. Because of that, we have to preview the NFC South. I apologize, guys. We have to. It's in our contract. We have to preview all 8 divisions, give you winners, give you what we think is going to happen. I know division is what the division is, but fun times. We actually have a rather long conversation about fantasy bust Mr. Kyle Pitts Sr. and what we think about him. We try to goad Dorian into drafting him, but to no avail yet. We're still working on it. So give us a listen. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're even on Blue Sky. So give us a listen, drop us a like, drop us a comment. Welcome back to the #1 local sports podcast in Central Florida. This is the Sideline Entertainment. I'm back here with Dorian Cody.
Yo.
And BJ Thomas.
And we're here we are again.
So we are two weeks away from NFL. From actual legitimate NFL games that will count. I, for one, cannot wait. I, for two, because I'm sure BJ is also included in this, have bets lined up ready to go for the NFL. So, fun, exciting times. This week, we're going to move on to the NFC South. Okay. So, we will start with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker's still the quarterback.
What do we know about Chris Godwin? Is he going to be 100% or what's he got going on?
As far as I know, let me pull it up.
They got a boot.
He's going to start on the PUP list.
I thought so. I thought he was going to be a law.
So, Dorian, what are your thoughts? We'll kick it off with you.
Tampa Bay. So you got Baker, right? Baker has been. Is it me or it seems that Baker's been like improving? Like game after game after game. It seems like he's turning into a totally different quarterback, man. To the point where his decision making is not reminiscent of Brett Favre anymore. He seems to have a little bit more control on the ball. Or maybe I should say he's maturing. Is that the word I should use? The wide receiver situation. I know they got the receiver from Ohio State, right?
Ibuka? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Ibuka.
Ibuka. Yeah. So,
and they got the kid from Oregon, Tez Johnson.
That's right. So, are we looking at the new tandem of wide receivers? I know Ibuka is supposed to fill in where Godwin is out, and they still got Mike Evans, and then Tez Johnson. So he definitely has some weapons on the wide receiver side. Defense. I don't know. Because the Bucks have always been known for their defense. Like they've always had, like either solid linebacker or corners, things of that nature. Like I wonder how their defense is going to be this year. It's going to be able to keep them at the top of the NFC South. Because outside of Atlanta, I don't see anyone else in the NFC South that's going to be able to contend with the Bucks.
Didn't they pick up Hassan Reddick in the offseason?
If he decides to play the fucking game.
Well, he didn't want to play because he didn't want to play for the Jets.
Didn't he elect to go to the Jets, or is he traded there?
I think he was traded to the Jets.
Oh, well. Should play harder for the Eagles.
So, but I want to touch on something that Dorian brought up about Baker Mayfield. Baker was great in college because he was allowed to be himself. He was in a system that fit his style, not only a play style, but but also personality style. He goes to the pros, and the style that the coaches wanted him to be in.
They put Baby in a corner.
Yeah. Which, by the way, completely agree with Baby's parents. You put Baby in the corner, she's 17, dating a 36-year-old. But that's a different conversation. Horrible movie when you think about Dirty Dancing. But Baker finally goes to Tampa with a coach that understands him, with an offensive coordinator who understands his game. And it's got me wondering, because you've got Baker, you've got Jared Goff in Detroit, where this has happened to. Sam Darnold, to an extent, is how many of these quarterbacks, and players just in general, but a lot of times quarterbacks, come from college, are great in college, in a system that fits their specific style, and they're drafted by teams who don't play a style that fits the quarterback, and they're flops.
Good point.
And is that on the GM? Is that on the coach?
I mean, we can ask these questions all the time. It's going to be the same answer. Like, it's an organizational issue. So, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's not a tough question. Yes. Terrible franchise. They're not good at evaluating talent. If it's not cut and dry, then it doesn't happen. Anybody could have hit on Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Goddamn freak show.
So, BJ, what are your thoughts on Tampa this year?
I think they can get 10 out of that schedule. I'm going to go with 11. I'm saying 11 wins for Tampa. Yeah, that's maxed out because of their shitty division. They'll probably get 5 wins out of their division.
Dorian, how many wins do you think Tampa gets this year?
I'm going to say, I'll say 10. 10 wins.
Yeah, I'm going to do the schedule thing. So Falcons is a win, Jets is a win, Seahawks is a win, Saints, Patriots, Cardinals, Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Dolphins, Panthers. And that's what, 9 wins right there? And that's not including the toss-up games with the Texans, the Lions.
Yeah, like I feel like they can win 2 of those too, so that's why I'm thinking.
I mean, I think 10 is easy, and I think 11 is probably more accurate. We will move on to the Atlanta Falcons. Dorian, who does Atlanta have at quarterback?
It has my guy. Penix Energy, man.
Just
Big
rolls
Penix
off the tongue,
energy.
doesn't it? God.
Look, man.
God.
Look, I've been a Michael Penix fan when he left Tampa, because he went to Tampa, I think Tampa Tech High School, and then he ended up going to Washington, doing big things in Washington.
You missed a step. You missed a step in there.
I did. What school he went to first when he went to Washington? Indiana. That's right, Indiana. But it's like I knew of him there, but I wasn't paying attention. But it's when he went to Washington, it was like, okay, Florida guy, right? So, I believe if they can find a way to involve Pitts in the offense.
No, I'm not gonna let you do that 4 years in a row. Fuck that shit. Reanalyze that shit. Nah, fuck that shit. Reanalyze it. 4 years in a row, fucking up fantasy teams. Don't even bring Kyle Pitts into this shit. He either can't catch, don't want to catch, or they don't know how to throw him the football. There's the only 3 options. Fuck that Kyle Pitts talk. Move on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. You're a grown man. You can tell me to fuck off, but that's ridiculous.
Man, they got Penix throwing the ball, man.
Man, they got the fucking throwing ball. They've never done it. They don't design plays for this man.
Is it on the Falcons? It's not that he's not talented enough.
It's on somebody. He can't get the ball to himself.
Oh man.
I can't. Is this the year? Man, shut up.
Who's gonna draft Kyle Pitts?
I mean that shit from the heart too. Shut the fuck up. I mean that shit. That's ridiculous. Kyle Pitts 4 years in a row. Same shit. Well, they're gonna throw. No, they aren't gonna throw Kyle Pitts a fucking ball, and they aren't gonna trade him either. They're gonna try to kill his career.
No, they don't need to try. They already did.
Did they catch him in the locker room talking about the NFL being like a plantation setup or something? Because, I mean, I feel like this is the level of freeze out you would get if you mentioned that the NFL is a plantation setup.
Dang.
It's that level of freeze out.
I didn't think about it. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like Romo when he got sick of T.O. He just stopped forcing the ball to Witten. Yeah, it's like, no. But I'm just saying, like, what did he say? What did he do? Did he catch somebody somewhere where they shouldn't have been, and now he knows too much? What's going on? Something's going on.
No.
This is a conspiracy theory nobody talks about. How can somebody that's 6'6", 250 pounds, runs a 4.40, and they don't throw him the fucking football?
I mean, who have his quarterbacks been?
He was the best offensive player on an SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
He made Kyle Trask look like he could be somebody.
He did.
And now what? What happened? Did he do ayahuasca and realize that catching the ball is poison to the soul or something?
I don't know.
It's the only thing the Bible's right about is to touch pigskin, dead pigskin. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's what they're right about. And he took ayahuasca and found out. And now he can't touch the fucking pigskin. What's going on? I'm trying to come up with answers. Nobody has any answers. I'm over here fucking trying. None of you have a good excuse. Dorian's over here in fucking denial/fantasy world. What if they throw him the ball? Yeah, go ahead. Draft him. I fucking dare you. You know what? I'm the commissioner of our league. I'll put him on the fucking team right now for you. We'll just take away your 8th round draft pick because I don't care. You can't draft another tight end until the 8th round though. You're stuck with that dumbass decision. No, that's your guy, bro. No, I'm mad at you. Say that shit again. Make me think I'm in a loop. Make me tell you shut up. You made me to tell you shut up. I know. I don't think I've told you to shut up our entire friendship.
Look.
No, you made me do that.
I believe in penance. And with the right quarterback.
I'm waiting for you to apologize for making me tell you to shut up.
Penix is going to make a believer out of Pitts again. I'm not drafting him though. I'm just saying.
Oh. So on the show, you're gonna say Kyle Pitts is gonna be good. So on the show, you're gonna voice an opinion, but you're not gonna back it up where your money is. So
Well,
basically, you're just a bowl of hot air.
Bowl of hot air. So he has he knows there's only 5 viable tight ends. He's trying to Jedi mind trick us into seeing Kyle Pitts sit there and be like, hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. Oh. Make me cuss him out on the show.
You're not even going to spend a 9th round draft pick on Kyle Pitts. BJ was going 8th. I'm going 9th. You're not even going to spend a 9th round draft pick on Kyle Pitts.
Can't do it.
I'll put him on your team for free. You can just have his ass. The lineup we got this year, nobody's going to draft him. That motherfucker will be on the free agent wire all year filling bye weeks. Yeah, can we play him as safety? He gets about as many touches as your average fucking safety. No, that's disrespectful. Do you think Colin Kaepernick will play this year? Maybe.
You started this, Dorian.
Yeah. If you had to say Kyle Pitts, all people. He could have said Kirk Cousins because at least Kirk Cousins done something at some point in his career.
How would you feel if Jerry Jones traded for Kyle Pitts?
Oh, they might throw him the football. We know how to use tight ends in Dallas.
So I do think it's entertaining, not just the BJ soliloquy about Kyle Pitts. So last year, Dorian was all about Michael Penix Jr. was calling him Big Penix Energy. And this year, when he's introduced, it's just Penix Energy. So I'd like to know how Dorian understands how the size of the Penix Energy has changed.
Oh no, he went all the way around to do that. That was a long walk.
No, AK's taking the place where I'm not trying to take it. All I'm saying is that I'm not trying to put too much pressure on him, man.
Oh man,
I think he'll do. I think he'll do solid. You know.
Oh, it's getting worse. You're not trying to put too much pressure on it. He'll be solid.
Pause, man. Pause.
Look, bro. Look, we all agreed upon a language. We all speak it. I'm not fabricating words and shit.
Pause, man. Pause.
Super pause. Damn. I didn't say that shit.
Look, man. At least I'm not pulling Stephen A. Have you seen the soundbite? He was like, I guess he was with Skip Bayless. He was like, I'm gonna keep coming. Skip gonna continue to come, and we ain't going nowhere. We're coming full force.
How you get your contract deal is between you and your agent.
Hell no, I want to know the story. Tell me. I'll listen. I'll watch a train wreck. Not watch it, but I'll listen to it. That's terrible.
He's a comer, as our president says.
Oh, boy.
We can't fall off the rails, man. Let's stay focused.
You started this!
Actually, you did. You was like, how did he go from Big Penix to...
Yeah. We were on football. I was giving Dorian shit strictly about his terrible ideas about Kyle Pitts. Yes, his poor thought process. That's all I was doing. And then you keep dragging it to dicks.
It's like fish sticks. So, Dorian, how many wins does Atlanta get this year?
All right, so looking at their team, oh man. All right, so looking at the schedule, let's see here.
Here, I got an idea. What we can do is we can all three of us bet $10 with each other on what one game Kyle Pitts breaks 100 yards.
Just one?
It's only gonna be fucking one game.
No, I'm like is the over under like one game, or do we have to pick the actual game?
No, you pick the game.
Okay.
If nothing happens, rolls over.
Okay.
Goes into some stupid Orlando Magic bet.
Okay.
That all three of us can
blow money on.
Do something stupid.
You know what? F it. I think Kyle Pitts actually gets 100 receiving yards. Week 10 against the Colts.
I was looking at that. I'm going to say 13 on the Jets.
I don't see a game.
That's what I'm saying.
You were the one that was talking about if he gets him going.
If they throw him the ball.
Yeah, if they throw him a ball, but I ain't seeing 100 yards. I was thinking
what's 100 yards?
3 catches, a touchdown,
we're talking about one game.
yards or something.
We're talking about one game getting 100 yards.
I don't know if he'll get 100 yards, man.
6'5", 250, 4'5". We can't get 100 yards? Once?
I'm looking at the defenses. I don't see I don't know. I mean, that Berlin game against the Colts will make.
Maybe he'll get 100 because he's on another continent.
That's tough, man. I can't pick a game because all the defenses are pretty solid.
It's an impossible question to answer because we could actually do it over the course of 2 seasons and say pick which game he gets 100 yards in. Singular.
I think it'll be a home game.
Here, let's see if I'm just talking shit. Let's look at his
That's
stats.
we're pulling up now. He did not get 100 yards at all last season.
Oh well, shit. How about the year before?
That's I'm getting there. Nope.
Let's just go one more year for fun.
Nope.
Okay, so we could do it 4 years technically because he hasn't gotten it yet.
Okay, he has gotten 300-yard games in his entire 4-year career.
All in his first season?
All in his first season.
They were like, man, we're going to have to pay this son of a bitch. Don't throw him the ball anymore. Just keep him on the field.
Okay.
Wow.
And because this is how brilliant all offensive coordinators are, the 3 games he got 100 yards his rookie season, they won. So maybe throw him the fucking ball and you win more games. Just saying.
Yeah.
My little Kyle Pitts bit was way worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, that was the one season he made the Pro Bowl.
Just enough to set us fantasy owners up for failure. Son of a
Man,
bitch.
that's crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at his stats. He only had
Dumpster juice.
10 touchdowns in his whole career.
How many years?
4.
Damn.
Well, he's actually been counting. His rookie year, he had 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4.
Five touchdowns in 2025.
Okay.
If he
He's
does
only-
that. Hey, what can you bet game stats on the over under?
What do you mean?
Can you bet over under for a season? What
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts will do in a season?
I don't know if you can do it for Kyle Pitts. I know you can do it for other players.
Trying to see what they say Kyle Pitts is going to do this year.
That's what I'm looking right now. I don't think so. No, they only have good players on Hard Rock Bet.
Damn. All right. Well, I mean, we can ask ChatGPT. They'll know.
I would be shocked if ChatGPT actually gives you an answer how many yards Kyle Pitts gives this year.
Oh, no. I'm asking if ChatGPT knows the over under for Kyle Pitts touchdowns.
I'd be shocked if it actually comes up.
Let's see.
And once you ask the question, I'll tell you why I'm shocked.
Here we go. I'm about to press the button.
Okay. Survey
It says
says
it looks like sportsbooks typically do not offer an over/under line for total touchdowns scored across the entire 20 as a single prop.
bullshit. I'm sitting there looking
Oh,
at
wait,
like
hold on.
20 of them.
Hold on, that's my fault. Why am I not typing? Oh, it's looking. It tells me he's listed with plus 6,000 or plus 7,500 to lead the league in receiving touchdowns.
Well, yeah, that. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is completely wrong. So, ChatGPT was unable to find any specific betting lines for Kyle Pitts. Most books currently offer per game props, such as over/under touchdowns for individual players, but not a full season list of total props for Pitts. Okay, like I said, I've got on my phone right now a list of 32 prop bets for receivers because they're good receivers that people actually want to follow. Fantasy analysts suggest that with an increased rapport with Michael Penix Jr. and more consistent offers and usage, Pitts can be a high upside fantasy target in 2025. Damn it, Dorian, you should pick him.
That's what they said about Kirk Cousins too.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. What we know from projections, according to Fantasy Preview by NBC Sports, Pitts is projected to score 4 receiving touchdowns in 2025.
I'm taking the over. Count 'em.
So now that we've discussed Kyle Pitts' season, Dorian, how many wins do you think Atlanta gets this year?
I say, looking at the team here. Dum, 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 dum. All right, so let's do this. All right, so looking at their schedule. All right, so their first game against the Bucks. I think they're gonna lose that one. I think they're actually gonna beat the Vikings. I think they'll beat the Vikings. They'll beat the Panthers. They're gonna lose against Commanders. So I say I'm gonna count losses. In my opinion, 1 loss to the Commanders, 2 losses when he goes to the Bills. They play the Niners in Santa Clara, so that's going to be 3 losses there. They play the Dolphins in Atlanta. That can be either or. I say I give them 9 wins.
Okay. BJ, what say you?
I'm saying 7. 7 and 10.
I think that's probably more accurate. I don't know how Penix will do, and with Mooney being questionable, with Kyle Pitts being their second receiving target, as we've just covered, I think 8 and 9. I think is probably where they're going to finish. I think they're going to win one of those like oopsie games. So we'll go from there. Next up, Mighty Mouse in Carolina, Bryce Young. So he was benched. We all thought his career was over. And yet he came back and played decently the second half of last season. Do we think that continues, or is that just oh shit, my career's almost over, I need to do something?
I don't know. I don't believe in this team in the least. The size really bothers me with him. That height in the NFL is just tough to overcome. Like, if you listen to Drew Brees tell it, you just have to kind of throw where you think people are going to be.
Yeah. He's listed at 5'10". I think Drew Brees was at least 6 foot.
Who knows?
And if you're listed at 6'10", you're at 5'10", you're probably closer to 5'8".
Yeah, he's tiny for an NFL quarterback. That's what we do know.
So, BJ, how many wins do you think they get this season?
5.
Dorian?
5 and 12.
Yeah, I agree with BJ 5.
I'm gonna go 6 only because they play the Saints twice.
Damn.
So, and speaking of the Saints, they're our next team. I know we've talked a lot about fantasy football today and recently. Drafts are coming up. Ours is coming up here in 2 weeks. Cannot wait. Some advice for all you fantasy football owners out there. Please do not take the New Orleans Saints strategy of drafting please draft a quarterback before the 16th round. Because if you don't, you're going to end up with a quarterback room of Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shaw, and Jake Hayner. Quarterback fairy wings.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So this team was 5-12 last year. They started out 2-0 after just dismantling the Cowboys week 2, and then went an absolute tailspin. And then Derek Carr retired, and that's when you've got this situation. I will go on record that say the Saints quarterback situation is worse than the Colts, who are starting Daniel Jones week 1.
Dang. Wow.
The Saints legitimately might be the worst team in the NFL this year.
I'll see that.
I'm open for discussion if you guys disagree with me.
No, they're in the same boat with the Panthers. They're going to be a 5-6 win team at best. I mean, we could be looking at a team that's the bottom of the NFL.
Dorian?
Looking at their roster, I give them 3 wins. And all 3 will be WTF wins. In games that they're not supposed to win, but the team they're playing against is kind of like, it's the Saints, So I'll say 3 wins.
They might beat the Titans. They might beat the Giants. They played the Panthers twice, so that's 3. Because let's say they split those. Yeah. They will be lucky. And this is me giving them like, oh my God, what happened? I'm going 4.
Okay.
I mean, the defense was not good last year. They're going to be worse this year because they're not going to be able to get off the field because the offense is not going to move the ball. I will put BJ. We had the bet on Kyle Pitts. I will put this that the offense for the Saints will be 30, 31st, or 32nd. Bottom 3.
Oh yeah, I'll bet that too. So we can't bet against each other.
Okay. Because, I mean, there's going to be one game, probably the game where he plays against Dorian, where Alvin Kamara is going to get 5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't see how this team scores. I really don't. So that is our NFL preview for this week. Guys, we have one more division. And we're going to do the same that we did for college. We're going to line up the division winners. I'm going to have the wild cards, and we're going to actually have our player preview. So we're getting close. We are getting close to actual legitimate football.
Yes. Here for it.
So, as I alluded to, our fantasy draft is coming up here in 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, about a week and a half, but 2 weeks. BJ, I don't know what order picks, so this is not like give Adam inside advice. Who are you looking at to be the first player off the board this year?
Just number 1 overall?
Yeah.
I was asked this question earlier, and it's tied between 2 players in my head. And that would be Saquon or Jamar Chase.
Okay.
In my opinion.
The injury risk doesn't worry you with Saquon, just with the amount of hits he took last year?
I'm talking about just from people overall looking at him and saying, hey, this, who would I pick first? I'm not factoring in that stuff.
Okay.
you're talking to a guy who drafted Christian McCaffrey in various leagues for 3 straight years.
Fair. Yeah, and given those, well, Dorian, I'll let you go next, and then I'll chime in.
No, I was gonna say, I agree with BJ. Whoever's number one overall, I mean, Saquon is always productive. Um, it's yeah, who's ever number one overall, this is probably be the person. If I was getting the number one pick, I'll just go with that, and then.
Yeah, I think to me, what puts Saquon over the hump over Chase. Chase is going to have a great year, and you want a wide receiver and quarterback that's going to be on teams that are being a shootouts because their defense sucks, and that's what Cincinnati is. But Saquon's going to get red zone touches. Is going to get first and goal from the 2 touches, not from the 1. So you got the Hurts component, but in PPR leagues, gets the credit for receptions. And I think Saquon had like 60 receptions last year. So though, I mean, that's just extra points.
Yeah. But Jamar Chase gets force fit every year.
Yeah.
If they're both healthy, he's eating.
And like I said, I mean, Cincinnati's going to be in shootouts all season because their defense can't stop a cold.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's what you want. You want players, that are going to be in shootouts because they're going to need points. They're going to need yards. So, Cincinnati's good for that because their defense was terrible last year with Trey Hendrickson, and he wants out now. Mm-hmm. And again, I know I proposed a trade to Jerry Jones. I will propose a trade to Mike Brown for the Cincinnati Bengals. John Pascal and a couple first round draft picks from Detroit. Trey Hendrickson. Here, you wanted a starter? Go for it. Have fun. We'll leave a start in week 1 so you can prove that he's a starter. So, but fun times are ahead. I for one am excited.
For sure.
So, WNBA, not my thing. I will defend them, kind of. I know BJ and I go back and forth about the pay, but that's about it. We can't cover it on the show. No one pays attention. It's football, guys. It's football, and it's almost here.
Yep. Good to go. Let's get it.
Okay.
So, anything else for this week?
No.
Okay.
That's it.
I will leave you with this. Okay. If you or your compatriots feel as if you need to change history, you're on the wrong side of it. Keep that in mind when you talk about people that want to change the Smithsonian. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, good night and good luck.
Peace.